So, welcome to my channel. I'm the Goat Quilter, and tonight we're just going to do a little bit of everything. I'm working on a pattern out of the Big Block book, 3-yard quilts. It's called Elegance, and I thought you could just watch me get this top put together tonight. Let's go. We have to snowball all 4 corners of this block. And I believe there's 12 of them. So my school year has started. This is my first year back. As I've mentioned, I'm a speech therapist by trade, and I work for the New Mexico school systems as a teletherapist. And I love it. I retired actually from brick and mortar in-house therapy years ago. And believe it or not, got bored. So I have to work as a teletherapist. I have now been a speech therapist for 27 years. I love the kids. And today was opening day for the kids, their first day back, but we've been in professional development for 3 days. And then just working on getting our rosters, our caseload set up. fabrics I had in my stash. Trying to use them up. I have no idea even where they came from. I know a lot of people draw a line on the back of their squares before they do this, but to me that's a tedious process. And for years I have used this angler 2. I got it years ago from Pam Bono. Actually designed it and patented it, and since she has passed years ago, I guess the patent has went away, and now a lot of people have reinvented the same technique under their name using different looks. I know Lori Holt has one that looks like a flower, and I think she's coming out with one now that looks like an iron plate, but it just guides you and you don't have to draw the lines. I'm not into taking the time to draw a line from corner to corner when I can pretty much eyeball it. If you're a beginner quilter, I would highly recommend you draw the lines if you aren't used to watching your fabric go through your machine and keeping it straight, or don't have anything like this to help you guide it along. But as you can see, they're pretty straight from corner to corner. Every now and then I have a wobble, but I'm okay with that. As I've gotten older and done more quilts, I quilt more for the passion of it, not for the perfection of it. If that makes sense. I just love doing it. I love making quilts for people. This is actually going to be a wedding gift. This one. If I get these all done and trimmed off when we get to the top, maybe I'll have time to show you some finishes that I've gotten done. I've been pretty busy making memorial quilts. We've had 2 families at church lose loved ones, and I usually make a throw quilt for them. And then my husband's boss recently lost his son, so I've also made one for him that I want to get done this weekend. I have the top done, I just need to get it on the long arm and get it quilted. So that's my goal this weekend, is to long arm quilt 2 quilts that are memorial quilts. Ambitious goal, I know, but it can be done. My husband is headed to the church this week to do some painting, so I don't feel so guilty coming down here and hiding in my sewing room since he won't be home. I do enjoy spending much time with my family since we both work and the farm takes so much work with him as well. And I started homeschooling my grandson again, started this week. We have moved to 4th grade. It's a lot of work. He's a hard worker though. As you can see, I have my spoon in many pots, so to speak. sewing room is a hot mess, and I'm looking for scissors. And I had a pair here this morning. Where I put them, I don't know. There they are. And I am just going to cut these off. Making sure I've got everything I need. And you're probably thinking, wow, she's stacking this so nice and neat. Because I am going to sew them back together and put them in my scrap box. Trying to keep the landfill free from a little bit more. Put in the comments what you are working on yourselves in your sewing room. I'd love to know. Also, I encourage you to go over into my community, post pictures. I'd love to see what you're working on. Have you made any of these 3-yard patterns? This is only my second. I've had this book for a long time. And the other quilt I made for Memorial Quilt is a pattern in here. This is the one I'm making right now. It's called Elegance. And I made this one here, and it is called Grace. And I'll show you that one, the top here in just a minute. We leave out tonight. And definitely hit the like and subscribe button. I am amazed at how fast I was able to do Grace, the other one, in a day. It's all strip piecing. I would say this one has more, a little more work to it than Grace did. Grace was really easy, and you'll see, I'll show it to you here in a minute. That one went together extremely fast. One more. But my hope is to get this one done tonight for sure. love listening to piano music. I play at church, and I had lessons this week, and I'm working on a song, and it's Bach and C, and it is giving me fits, which is my own fault, because with such a busy life that I live, I don't practice as much as I should. So like I said, I'm just cutting off the corners here of the snowballed corners. And you can do this one of two ways, like I am with a pair of scissors, or if you want to be precise in the 1/4 inch, you can take it back to your cutting table, ruler it, and do a rotary cutting and cut them off. For me, this is just easier, and I hate to say my legs are hurting today. I forgot my husband had the forks on his tractor, and I tripped over them and busted my ankle and my hip and my thigh and my knee, so I have a few bruises and bumps and scrapes. And bless his heart, he was sitting on the tractor when I decided to take a topple. The farm is an area of accidents for sure. Alright, so I'm going to put these to the side for a moment. I am going to take this off my machine because I just wanted it for those snowballs, and I am done with that. And this is just Lori Holt's washi tape. I love it. Just set this back over here. And then I will put back on my 1/4 inch guide on my featherweight. This is just something I got from Featherweight. And I have, where did I put it this morning? Just using it. There it is. This is sewing machine seam guide. And you just put it in there and stick your needle in the 1/4. Line it up straight. There it goes. Put it down. You can pretty much tell where mine's at. And get my it back in there, put my screw back in, and screw her down in place. Alright. Go. That back. And let's just run these through right quick before they get all messed up. They're probably going to be like 1 inch. Oh, that one. They look nice in the center of a locket. scrappy log cabin block. Or if you're just doing crumb blocks, oop, that would go in there right. Let's try that again. There's a lot of crumb piecing. And these look really good on those as well. Just get your crumb pieces started. Do this with their cutoffs, or do you just toss them? Curious what you do with them. And you do sell them. Leaders and enders. There will be 48 of them when I'm done. I have a baby quilt I also have to make. So sitting over here, I've started pulling out everything I need. It's going to be an embroidery quilt. So hopefully I can do some videos with that as well, of using my Dreamweaver XC and the embroidery on it. I'm going to be doing a flannel. I've never embroidered on flannel before, so we might do a practice block together and see how that goes. Or we might try a little something. I have some flannel over there this weekend just to see how it's going to work, what I need to do, how I'm going to have to stabilize it. Some ladies in another group that I watch gave me some good ideas. All right, all done. Our nice little chain, and yes, they'll stay just like this. And I will put them over here to go into the scrapbook. All right. All right, so this is the other block that's going to be connected to the one that you just saw. It's going to be feathered out. All right. So let me pull over my table for ironing, and let's iron out our corners. That's what our block's going to look like. Can you see how it's just snowballed in those corners a little bit? It's really some pretty fabric. Love this song. Stack going here. Almost, ladies, almost. We got it. So do all of y'all have a really nice design wall? Mine's so full of works in progress that I'm not going to be able to put this on the design wall. I usually lay it on the floor, see what it's going to look like. I get jealous when I see all these wonderful design walls. That are out there in quilt land. On YouTube, all the designers and my design wall is called a design floor. Thread there. Okay. All right, so this quilt is basically just these two blocks. So let's lay it out and just see what it does. Hold on, I'll bring you with me as we lay it out. I'm sorry, it's gonna jumble. on this floor or not. All right, let's see what they say here. Okay, so it's 2 and 2. So it's basically going to be this. You'll see it? Yes, okay. And this. Excuse all my threads on my floor. You can see I've been busy sewing and not run the sweeper in here. Got scraps everywhere. That. All right. Okay. Wow, I think I'm gonna really like this. See how it's coming together? That's all it is. It's 2 blocks, and it looks so intricate in the picture. When I first saw it, I thought, how did they get that to look that way? Because it looks like this is a 4-patch in the picture, and really, it's not. Optical illusions with quilts, I have learned more and more. My chair is right in my way. All right, I might be able to get 3 rows so you all can see it. At least. What do you think? Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Do you see the optical illusion of how it looks like a 4-patch right here? Here. Put this one down. Oh, this is gonna be pretty. I was really worried about the 2 solids of not having enough flare, but now that I see it, I really like it. I really like it because this is the focus, is this focus fabric. So I really think I'm gonna like it. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, it's gonna be really pretty, I think, once it's all together. All right, well, I will stop there. And what I will do is just move these over because I'm going to come back here and sew these here in just a minute. But I thought I would share a few finishes that I've done since the last time I've been on here. And that's been a while, and I apologize. Life is busy on the farm. Oh no, let's see if I can get up. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can straighten you up here. Oh, I'm sorry. Making anyone dizzy. I've got to figure this out for a minute. There it goes. There we go. Now we're straight up and down. Okay, let me show you a couple things I got done. Alright. Let's see what I got over here. Alright. Don't know if I showed these to you all last time. This one is one that I've had. It is some churches, and I made this for our wall at church for our missionaries, and then the backing is just some fabric I have for it, so that's a wall hanging. I may have shown you this one. This is a pattern by Lori Dickinson on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook. Well, she is on Facebook, but she's also on YouTube. All I lack is putting my crystals on, and I'm hoping to get that done this weekend. It's this one. These houses. I really like how this one turned out. And the backing is a tablecloth. And it is of my home, Germany. And it has all of that on there. Alright. And the next one is one of my memorial quilts I've made. And this one is quilted. I just have to put the binding on it. And it is a panel. And then I just put the borders around it. And then here's the back. And I'll give you a close-up of the quilting. Just feathers, all over feathers. And then the front again, I'll show it to you. It was a variegated thread, but it really blended really good. It's got all the colors that are in the quilt. Again, there we go. So I have that one done. And then I made another top. This is the one that I need to get on the long arm. This is the one that I was telling you was out of this book, Grace is the name of it. So this is the one I did in a day. And his son used to ride dirt bikes when he was a child. That's how I remember him. He was an adult now, but this is what I remember of him. So this is Grace. And the two blocks are this block trimmed out with a border, and then this is the second block in it. Real easy, but it goes together and it makes the Irish chain going through. Really nice and fast. And then I just made a wider border on it. It called for just a 2-inch border here, but I doubled it to make it a 4-inch border. I wanted his dad to be able to use it and be covered up in it if he wanted to be. And then I have one more that's a panel quilt. Let me move my ironing table here. Hold on just a minute and I'll get it for you. Show you. Okay. This is the other one that's going to go on the long arm tomorrow. This is the backing I plan on using. Let's see what we got here. Okay. And this one is for a young man in our church whose father passed away. And again, it's just a panel with the church and the deer. And then I just put on 3 different borders, as you can see. I took a darker blue, light blue, and a yellow, and I used the yellow because of the windows in the church. There's the panel and the deers, and then you see the yellow again down here in the water reflection. So this is the other one that's going on the long arm. So if I get it on the long arm, I will try and do a video of it being quilted. It and the other one. So that's the goals for tomorrow. And like I said, this is just the backing, piece backing that I had to put on the back of it. So that's what's up in my sewing room. I thank you for watching, listening. Put your comments, like, share, subscribe. Definitely, I would love to see what you're working on. Go to the community tab, click in there and post. Look at photos that I've posted. I did put in there the baby quilt that I made, and the baby was born this week, and Mama sent me a picture of her with one of the placards that I made that said just arrived, with some of the blankets with her name and everything that she received at the baby shower. So definitely come back. You know, I mentioned to you crumb quilting, and the quilt's hanging on my door back here. The heart and all of that is made with scraps, crumbs, and I made that with it. So God bless. Have a wonderful day, and go sew. Just do it for the fun, not for the perfection. Have a good one.